Hey guys, Camfree15 back at it with another video for you guys. And finally back with a Dragon Ball Super manga chapter review on this damn channel. Now I know I'm like a day or two late from this manga chapter review coming out, but whatever. I'm just happy that finally we have new content in Dragon Ball Super. Even though it's not meaningful, there wasn't meaningful new content, with the exception of maybe Vegeta versus Broly, and then I guess the end part of the chapter with Goku coming back to Earth, seeing Gohan. But finally, new content after that horrible 2023 of Dragon Ball Super manga content, where we just got a damn retelling of the goddamn Dragon Ball Super superhero manga movie retelling. You get what I mean, whatever. Where they drew that freaking arc out for a whole entire year. Oh my god. As you can see, I'm just so excited that finally we are done with this Dragon Ball Super manga whatever crap. And we can move on to new content finally. Whatever the next new arc, the next new villain, or the next new storyline is, I'm just happy we're finally getting new content post Dragon Ball Superhero. This is what I've been waiting for. Like, I'm sorry, man. The fact that this manga, this arc took a whole year to finish up is absolutely terrible. I don't know why Toriyama and Toritaro decided to make the decision, let's retell the Dragon Ball superhero storyline, this time in the manga. And even though there was like small, very small, minute changes, it was exactly the same damn story as the damn movie, which, second of all, the same exact movie I have on DVD that I've yet to open, surprisingly, but the same damn movie that I could just pull in my PS5 over there behind my TV and just watch, not read black and white pages. My god, the decisions. I don't know how these manga sales did for this representative arc, but oh my goodness. And I'm talking about just in Japan. Because obviously, manga caters to Japan. They don't really cater out here to the West as much as we want to beg and plead. Why don't you do this idea? Why don't you do that idea? They only care about what the frickin' Japan country thinks. The country of Japan thinks. But it's absolutely stupid. I don't know why. You could have done so much thing. After that Goten and Trunks little mini arc, you could have just had like some sort of like one color page spread of Orange Piccolo and freaking Gohan going up against Cell Max. Don't know why they could have not done that or something like that. Just like they did with Dragon Ball Super Broly. They just gave us one color spread page, full spread color image of Goku and Vegeta fighting Broly. That's it. And then we got to the next arc. We skimmed over that, which makes no sense, because if you go back to like the time of that movie, it was like rumored that Toriyama had like a 2 to 3 hour script of Dragon Ball Super Broly. So like, why couldn't we get a I would have taken a manga retelling of Dragon Ball Super Broly if Toriyama and Toritaro would have been adding that story content that would have made the freaking movie damn near 2-3 hours long, because it was a 2 to 3 hour script. Like, unless there was like major script things or things that you left out from the movie that you couldn't put in the movie because anime movies are really subjected to 1 hour and 45 or 50 minutes. That's the thing. Like, if we had a retelling of Dragon Ball Super Broly, and we had the content that Toriyama wrote a 2 to 3 hour script about in that said manga retelling arc, I don't think nobody's mad, because who knows? Maybe you get some more backstory on the Saiyans, and you know, more backstory about Broly and a bunch of other things and blah, 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 blah. Don't know. But we elected to retell probably a story arc which wasn't really marketed very heavily in Japan when the movie was on the road to coming out, and they tried to do it in the manga. And I don't know why they decided to do it. It was very weak. Didn't really care. Whatever. It's gone. I'm happy. Whatever. In a way, this chapter, what we got here in chapter 101, was kind of a bit of an epilogue to the story slash, I guess, little bitty start to the next arc that we're gonna get into. But I really don't even need to look at the manga chapter to tell you what's really going on. But what happens in this manga chapter is this: Carmine wants to get revenge on Gohan after the fall of the Red Ribbon Army. They make a mention out of the fact, okay, we're not going to restart the Red Ribbon Army because Gohan and Piccolo are still alive, so why do that? Which means that freaking stuff ain't starting up for a whole long time. And everything, and they essentially want to get their revenge on Gohan, even though they know how strong Gohan is, and he defeated Cell Max, which they reference in the chapter. Okay, he was strong enough to defeat Cell Max, even though they quote unquote say, well, we didn't really see that, but whatever. And basically what happens is they run into Goten and Trunks as a great Saiyamans, X1 and X2, trying to freaking stop some crime and everything. Kind of what you were getting in the early Goten and Trunks little mini arc you had right then and there before Dragonball Super Hero started. They bring after they stop the crime, Carmine brings Goten and Trunks in for a talk and everything, and without saying, oh, we need to take care of Gohan and Piccolo, which, again, I understand Goten and Trunks are freaking teenagers at this point, so maybe they're not thinking correctly, but if I was them, I would have probably just asked, okay, what are the names of these people that you want us to take care of? If we don't have names, we ain't doing the job, right? Because if he had told them okay, Gohan and Piccolo, then they're like, oh no, we're not messing with them, and everything. But obviously Carmine doesn't tell them indirectly, and they go over to Gohan's place. Eventually Goten wait, this is the place to my brother's house, and then freaking they get Gohan to come out. Gohan gets all pissed off. He remembers that Carmine and the Red Ribbon Army people. He goes beast form, scares them off, runs into freaking Goten and Trunks, and he's like, what the hell are you two doing here? And especially with them. And then obviously you had it where the chapter ended off with Goku being like, hey guys, hey sons, whatever. And then Gohan's like, Dad, what's up? Whatever. That storyline was all right, fine, whatever. It's just a little storyline that helps progress the plot, I guess, into the next arc. But what really kind of intrigued, I guess, was the main intrigue part of this chapter was the rematch between Broly and Vegeta. Well, not really a rematch, but I guess a sparring rematch, I guess you can say. And basically, it's what I'm guessing Goku and Vegeta are trying to do, and that is to train Broly to be able to control his power so he doesn't go berserk. Because you had a few moments in this chapter whereas Vegeta's fighting against Broly, he's trying to egg him on and say hey, come on, tap into that anger, tap into that rage and everything. Make that your power. Stop holding back. Stop trying to hold back those urges. And then because they're trying to train, it makes sense. They're trying to train him to control his anger and control his power, because they know, okay, this guy's really damn strong. If he can control his rage, his anger, and still be able to turn Super Saiyan, and hell, even go into that crazy state we fought him against, where we needed to go Gogeta Blue against, he could be a very strong ally for us in the fight against Frieza, because he got his new black form and everything. And plus, Broly needs to get some payback for Frieza after what frickin' Frieza did to his dad after killing him, right? So, it makes sense. And the fact that you have Vegeta training him also makes sense. Especially Vegeta, who's going to be kind of hard and going to get people riled up and everything. And you have it to where, you see it Broly starting to get stronger the more he fights, and kind of the more he starts to tap into his power. But the thing is, Whis mentions, because Goku, at first, he's like, uh-oh, it looks like he's going to start going berserk now. But Whis makes a mention, actually, no, it seems like he's actually starting to improve and get better with that. So, slowly but surely, it seems like Broly's gonna have that moment, and I think it's gonna be the build up to when Broly's eventually going to control it, just like how you saw with Kale in the universe survival arc, where when she first went into her berserk form, she couldn't control it. She was just going crazy, and then because she had so much care for her friend Caulifla, or Caulifla, she managed to contain that rage and the anger and be able to control it. So I don't know if something similar might need to happen. I don't know if something similar needs to happen with Broly, which means maybe somebody's close to him, which probably only be Chilai or Lemo, end up potentially might get hurt, and then he's able to contain that rage and that anger, so he can use that power to save one of them. I don't know. Maybe that's where they go with that situation. I don't know, but it was cool to see Vegeta versus Broly fight each other. Pretty cool rematch. Again, Broly's a pretty strong individual, and I think he's going to be even more stronger when he's able to finally control his rage and his anger and stop from flipping out and everything. And actually be able to transform into Super Saiyan state, and even that legendary Super Saiyan state, or that Ultra Super Saiyan state he goes into when he buffs up and he looks like Dragon Ball Z Broly, right? So that's kind of the thing right then and there. And obviously it's going to be a process, because Vegeta and Goku know, again, like I said earlier, they're going to have to train him to get stronger so they can be able to go up against Black Frieza. So that's kind of the thing right then and there. So that seems what they're going to do right now with Broly. And then after the whole fight, you kind of have this conversation, because Whis brings up about Gohan, and everything, but or Beerus brings up like, hey, I thought Earth was like under siege or something, and then Whis is like, oh yeah, but Bulma told me that freaking Gohan and Piccolo took care of it and everything. And then I think they made a reference to the fact like Gohan got some new form or whatever. But the funny part is like Beerus like freaking forgot or whatever about Gohan, which it makes no sense. I think that's just an ongoing gag of the fact that I think that's just the ongoing gag that Gohan can be forgettable because he's always weak and he's not training and things like that. But it's absolutely crazy. That was a funny little scene, the fact that he forgot. And then you had it as when Gohan's going beast form against Carmine, Goku and Vegeta sense Gohan's energy just skyrocket. And this kind of leads me into my second rant of the video before I end off this chapter review. But it's absolutely so damn stupid that Goku and Vegeta, even though they were focused on each other in their sparring matchup, they didn't see Gohan they didn't sense Gohan's energy just go crazy. Like, they legitimately should have stopped their little sparring match and been like, wait a second, who the hell energy is that? And they've been like, wait, that's Gohan's energy. What the hell is going on over there? I don't know. Now, you can say, well, they're on Beerus's home planet. It's hard for them to even sense energy from Beerus's planet. Well, that is just directly freaking, left out for dead, because guess what? Gohan just measly powers up to freaking beast form, and they can sense him with ease. And they're like, wait, what the heck? That's Gohan. So that whole narrative, or people asking them, well, they were focused on their fight and everything, so they probably didn't sense his energy. BS, because they literally sensed it, and they're doing absolutely nothing. Even though they're not focused on anything, they're just eating like noodles or something. Whatever, they still should have sensed it when he first did it the first time, and then they could have just ended transmission and been like, what the hell's going on over here? And then second, remember, when they back in the Majin Buu saga, now the only difference is they weren't far away on another planet. They were fighting on Earth only like maybe a few like miles away. But regardless, when Majin Buu came out of the cocoon, they literally were fighting to the death, basically, essentially. Majin Vegeta versus Goku were damn near fighting to the death just to please each other. Or morally, Vegeta just to please himself, really, to fight Goku. And Goku was like, wait a second, hold on. You sense that energy? That's freaking Majin Buu. We need to go over there and we need to go help Gohan, essentially. They sensed Majin Buu's energy right then and there. But you're telling me. And they literally stopped their fight just because of that. Goku stopped the fight because of that. You're telling me they didn't stop their little sparring match because they were that invested into each other and they just were like, wait a second, there's something going on. Or whatever. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's like an off-screen thing where like, okay, they did sense Gohan power increase. And they're like, oh, Gohan's energy just raised like crazy. Well, he probably got it. Let's go back to our sparring matchup. But regardless, it still makes no damn sense. Like, knowing Goku and Vegeta, they would have been intrigued to find out, wait, what the hell is going on planet Earth? Why is Gohan's energy just spiking out of the blue? And it's even higher than it's ever been before. You know, and I think they even make a reference in the chapter, the fact, hold on, let me find this in the chapter. Hold on. It was some part during the sparring session. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah. Vegeta literally mentions, according to Bulma, Gohan may have even surpassed us in this particular battle. Literally, they got a call from Bulma saying like, oh yeah, you don't need to worry about it. Oh yeah, Gohan might actually be stronger than you, Goku and Vegeta. Just to let you guys know. Now, also too, if Bulma fed them that information through Whis' staff, well then why were they not on planet Earth to find out, okay, what the hell is going on with Gohan? We need to find out. Shit, they could have probably taken Broly to Earth too. I don't know. But whatever. Like I said, the chapter ends up with Goku showing right in front of Gohan's face. Where could the next chapter be going? 102 going? Maybe we get your typical Gohan versus Goku sparring matchup where Goku wants to see, okay, Gohan, show me this new power you got or whatever. Or maybe Goku takes Gohan back to freaking planet Beerus and is like, all right, show everybody your new power. Show Vegeta, show Broly, actually, this would be the first time Gohan would actually meet Broly too. He could be like, hey, this is another Saiyan that we went up against, named Broly, unless they off-screen told Gohan about Broly or whatever. And then the whole thing is, okay, show us this new form you got. And then, who knows, maybe that could lead into the fact that maybe he could be like, well, Piccolo also has a new form too. And they'd be like, wait, what? Piccolo has a new form? And they could be like, yeah. And then they could talk about Cell Max and everything. I also kind of didn't like the reaction. I was quite shocked that Goku and Vegeta, they didn't really react pretty crazy to this Cell Max thing. Now, maybe again, must have been off-screen stuff where Bulma must have told them the entire story of what happened, and maybe that's why, like, wait, Cell's back? What the hell happened? And then they probably asked, like, okay, why didn't you call us? And then Bulma would have just done her Bulma thing where she'd be like, I did call. Whis never picked up his damn staff. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's where the next chapter goes. It's setting up to where Goku's gonna try to find and see Gohan's new form. Whether that's on planet Beerus or on Earth, it's gonna be somewhere. And I'm completely fine with that. And I'm just happy we got new content. And clearly, you would have to think that Goku's gonna tell Gohan, like, okay, good. It's good that you and Piccolo now have power-ups because we could use all the help we can get to get trained and get stronger because Frieza got stronger too. And then, who knows? Again, I don't know if this next new arc is legitimately gonna be the Black Frieza arc or we're gonna get some sort of other antagonist going forward for the storyline, but whatever. I've said handle this Black Frieza arc after the Dragon Ball Z, after the final tournament arc against Oob. So then you got a lineup of Oob, Pan, Goten, Trunks, Gohan that can go Beast form, Orange Piccolo, any of the Z fighters that can somewhat still fight technically, even though they're probably a little bit slightly older and everything. Obviously, you got the android characters too. You're gonna have a whole full-fledged fighting thing, and then Broly and things like that. So, that's basically it, and that's all I gotta say about this current Dragon Ball Super manga chapter. But I'm just happy that we got new content for once. Like, my God, I've been dying for new content. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Dragon Ball Super content. or any other anime or manga content uploaded to the channel. But other than that, catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day. Night, end the video. Peace.